This is ChestertonRadio.com.
And here's the cinnamon bell.
Judy and Jimmy and the Cinnamon Bear overtook the Crazy Quilt Dragon last time and cornered him on a cliff overlooking the Root Beer Ocean. But no amount of persuasion could make him hand over the silver star, which he had stolen. So nothing remained but to scare him. And scare him they did. And what did Crazy Quilt do but leap off the cliff and land kerslosh in the ocean? They rushed down to meet him as he came drifting through the root beer waves, only to discover that he had dropped the silver star when he jumped. It's lost again. Everyone is muchly disturbed, and Crazy Quilt is hanging his head.
This is a pretty kettle of halibuts, if I do say so myself.
You're a fine kind of a dragon. First you steal our silver star, and then you go and lose it.
Oh, me. Nothing but shame do I get. Shame to the left of me. Shame to the right of me.
You're extra bad, and you know it.
Now, Jimmy, don't be so mean to Crazy Quilt. He said he was sorry.
Ah, my gracious young lady. Do I detect a note of sympathy in your sweet voice? Can it be possible you feel sorry for me?
Well, I didn't exactly say I was sorry for you. After all, it was very naughty of you to steal our star.
Don't try and pull any of that weepy stuff around here, Crazy Quilt. It won't work.
Oh, lass, for 10 centuries, maybe 11, the Crazy Quilt Dragons have flourished with nary a blot on their scutcheon. Oh, to think that I must be the one to bring shame to our illustrious name.
Oh, there, Crazy Quilt. Don't feel so bad about it.
I must redeem myself. There's no 3 ways about it. I must.
Done enough already, you overstuffed villain.
That's what I say. You'd better scram before I say boom.
Oh, please. You know how that horrid word affects me.
Don't be so impolite, Jimmy. Let's see what Crazy Quilt has to say for himself.
Oh, thank you, my lovely one. Now, if you could all overlook my past offenses, I'd gladly help you look for the star.
Applesauce with raisins in it. Don't let him fool you, children.
I really have a good heart, you know. It's made out of bread yarn, and it's big and true as true can be. Don't you think you could see your way clear to let me join up with your expedition? Huh? How's about it?
I don't know what to say, Crazy Quilt.
Well, I do. We don't trust you, Crazy Quilt, and that's that.
Good for you, Jimmy.
Oh, the shame of it all. Oh, agony.
Listen, what's that noise, Cinnamon Bear?
I wonder. Can you see anybody, Jimmy?
No.
Look, coming around that rock. Wow.
Jiminy crickets.
It's the Inkaboos. Run for your lives, everybody. See you later. Wow.
Oh, Crazy Quilt's jumped back into the ocean.
Why, look, those Inkaboos are as flat as can be. They look like paper dolls.
Sure, paper dolls made out of blotting paper with faces drawn on them. Aren't they funny?
I don't know about that. They've got pens for spears, and they certainly are scouting all right.
Alto!
Oh, don't be silly. How can we halt when we're not moving?
Alto! I arrest you, whoever you be, in the name of His Majesty, King Blotto the Third. Wow!
Arrest us? For what? We haven't done anything.
Oh, but you have, definitely. Prisoners, fall in.
We're not prisoners, and we won't fall in.
Better step along lively or get pricked by our spears.
Maybe we better do as they say. Those pens look plenty sharp.
Prisoners, forward march all.
This is an outrage. We haven't done a thing, and, well, we're not going to march. That's what.
That's just a sample. Now hurry up.
I sure wish I had my water pistol with me. I'd fix those Inkaboos in a jiffy. I'd soak them up like anything.
I could fix them, too, if they didn't have those pesky spear pens. Bless my stuffings, but they're sharp.
Look, over there. It's a town.
Sure enough. And the houses are made of cardboard. You know, they're sort of wobbling in the breeze.
You know what, Jimmy? It looks just like that toy village we got for Christmas last year. See, the walls and the roofs are held together with cardboard flaps, and the windows don't have any glass at all.
And the grass we're walking on isn't really grass, it's paper.
Just like that green grass we always have on our Easter bunny nests.
Do you kind of suppose that beach we were on was made out of sandpaper?
That's very funny. I'd laugh the stuffing out of myself if I wasn't so worried about what these Inkaboos are going to do with us.
Let's ask them and find out.
That's a good idea. Hey, you, Mr. Blotter. What's the matter?
Prisoner, you have uttered the greatest insult that can be insulted at a mighty Inkaboo.
Why? Just because he called you a blotter?
If you value your skin, you stuffed monstrosity, never say that terrible word again.
Why, certainly, if it upsets you that much. But we'd sort of like to know what you're going to do with us.
In a few moments, you shall be ushered into the presence of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor of the Inkaboos, Incorporated, King Blotto III.
Ow, ow, ow!
Yeah, and what's King Blotto gonna do?
His Majesty will hear the accusations and pass judgment on you.
For what? We haven't hurt anybody.
I should say not.
That has nothing to do with the case, and King Blotto will punish you accordingly. Now, marcho!
Ow, ow, ow!
Prisoners, you are about to enter the royal audience chamber. Bow your heads and keep them there until His Majesty speaks.
I'm afraid that's impossible for me. You see, my head is fastened on so it can move sideways, but not up and down.
Oh, this will never do. Everyone must show His Majesty the utmost respect.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just turn me head clean around so it's facing backwards. How is that?
A bit irregular, but it'll do. Guard, sound the royal fol-de-rol. Prisoners, forward marcho, and keep your head bowed.
Hope I don't stumble.
Me too.
With my head turned backwards, I haven't the slightest idea where I'm going.
Prisoners, alto. Your most unusually high highness, we bow in your mighty presence. Hail, King Blotto III.
Ow, ow, ow!
More respect, please. You're not half enthusiastic enough.
Ow, ow, and double wow!
That's better.
You may raise your heads now, prisoners.
Look, that's King Blotto sitting on an empty ink bottle.
What a funny king. Isn't he, Cinnamon Bear?
Wait till I get my head twisted around so I can see. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, what a sight!
Order!
Who are these things, Captain?
We're not things, we're people.
And very good people, I might add.
When we wish you to add, we'll tell you about it. Quiet. Proceed, Captain.
Your Majesty, we found them standing right on the boundary line of the dominion of the Inkaboos, Incorporated. And what's more, they had their shoes on.
Oh. This is an offense, isn't it? By the way, what offense is it?
A violation of Ordinance Number 23, Skidoo, which prohibits foreigners from standing on an Inkaboo boundary line with shoes on.
Oh, yes, so it does.
Well, how did we know it was against the law?
Yeah, we didn't see any boundary line. Where is it?
That's what I'd like to know. Where is it?
It's a secret.
Well, you can't very well arrest us for standing on something that we don't know where it is.
Ignorance of the law is 9/10 of something. And besides, you should have taken your shoes off. Then we wouldn't have bothered you.
Then that lets me out. I don't wear any shoes, so I couldn't very well take them off.
What? Then you're doubly guilty because you didn't have any shoes to take off.
But that's not fair. That law doesn't say anything like that.
Oh, my, so it doesn't. Well, we'll fix that. Where's my royal secretary?
Here, Your Majesty.
Take an amendment. Quote, people who don't have shoes to take off when they stand on an Inkaboo boundary line are guilty of double treason and arsenic. I, King Blotto III, so will it. Unquote.
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes.
What do you intend to do with this now?
Well, I don't quite know. Something too terrible, I fancy. That is, unless you want to try and win your freedom.
Well, how can we do that?
I'll tell you. Ever since the Inkaboos were created, I have been king because of a mysterious, magical inscription I bear on my chest. See it?
Yes, I noticed it before. It's some kind of writing.
Indeed. Pretty, isn't it? And I'm the only Inkaboo that has such an inscription.
Oh, what's it say?
That, strangers, is exactly what we've never been able to find out. Wise men from all over the realm have tried for years to decipher it, but in vain. We know it's most important. So if you prisoners can tell us what it says, we'll allow you to leave unharmed.
I know what it is, Judy and Jimmy. It's writing that's been blotted on him from a piece of paper. It's just gone backward, that's all. If I had a looking glass, I could read it off like nothing.
I have a little looking glass, Cinnamon Bear, right here in my sweater pocket.
Swell. Give it to him so we can get saved.
Here it is.
Well, strangers, will you attempt to save your lives?
Your Majesty, it has been revealed to me that I may make known to you and your subjects the inscriptions on your Majesty's person. Have I your permission to perform a bit of magic?
You have.
Very well. I approach your majesty. I hold this magic eye to your chest. Now, looking glass, shining bright, read us what's within your sight. Hocus pocus, ishkabibble. Oh, this is good. Come here and look, Judy and Jimmy.
How dare you laugh at my chest?
I can't help it. Do you want to know what your mysterious inscription says?
Certainly. Read on.
Okay, you asked for it. Here goes. 1 pound hamburger, half a pound of Limburger cheese, 5 cents worth of onions.
He must have been blotted on somebody's shopping list.
I regret to inform your majesty that your magical inscription is just the makings of a Dutch lunch.
Oh, enough. Your insults and laughter at our royal expense shall cost you dearly.
What do you mean?
Captain, summon the royal guard. Summon the royal executioner.
Executioner?
Conduct these insulters outside the gate.
Yes, Your Majesty.
And have them thrown into the immense inkwell.
That sounds bad for our friends, doesn't it? King Blotto III really means business, I'm afraid. It's hard to wait until next time to find out what's going to happen to Judy and Jimmy and the Cinnamon Bear when the Royal Guard and the Royal Executioner take them to the immense inkwell.
That best wish is peace on earth. Much of Reynolds' expanding aluminum production now goes to the defense of the nation, the defense of our free world. But the ultimate aim is peace always. And the great destiny of light, strong, rust-proof Reynolds aluminum lies in peaceful progress. The Reynolds Metals Company looks forward to the day when all aluminum production can be turned to constructive uses. In a future when the inspired hope of Christmas shall be realized, and on earth, peace, goodwill toward men.
You are listening to Chesterton Radio at chestertonradio.com.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike. American. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Your level best. That's how you'll feel when you light up a Lucky. Because Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense, puts you on the right level to feel and do your level best. It's important to you as a smoker to know that fine tobacco can do this for you. And every smoker knows. LSMFT, LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco, mild, ripe, light tobacco. Remember, more independent tobacco experts, auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen smoke Lucky Strike regularly than the next two leading brands combined. So next time you buy cigarettes, remember that Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense, by putting you on the right level, the Lucky level, to feel and do your level best. That's the Lucky level. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the Lucky level where it's fun to be alive. Get a carton of Luckies and get started today. And listen, here's a Christmas gift suggestion that's bound to make a big hit. Say Merry Christmas 200 times by giving the gay holiday-wrapped carton of 200 Luckies. And for that extra special someone on your list, give Lucky Strike 500s. The handsome Christmas gift box of 25 packages of Lucky Strike cigarettes.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, the Sportsman, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Gentlemen, there are only 5 more days till Christmas. So let's go down to the local department store where Jack and Mary have gone to do their last-minute Christmas shopping.
Mary, read my Christmas list, will you, please?
Gold cufflinks, platinum cigarette lighter, silk pajamas, a star sapphire ring, a Cadillac, a diamond stick.
No, Mary. Those are the things I'm asking Santa Claus to give me. My shopping list is on the other side.
Oh, here it is. A package of lifesavers, razor blades, toothbrush, shoelaces. Jack Benny, you ought to be ashamed.
Mary, I gave you the wrong one. Here's my Christmas list. See? Don Wilson, wallet.
Well, let's go. The leather goods counter's over there.
Okay. Gee, the store is crowded.
Can I help you, please?
Oh, yes. I'd like to see some of your wallets.
Well, we have a large variety. All these wallets you see here are $1.98.
$1.98?
Yes, sir.
Jack, here's some better wallets over here.
Oh, yes. I think Don would like this one.
It's genuine cowhide.
Cowhide? How much is that?
$40.
Cowhide. $40?
Jack, stop squeezing it. It won't give milk.
But, Mary...
Look, Jack, Don has been with you 15 years. It's about time you got him something nice.
But, Mary, $40.
Oh, Jack, for heaven's sake, for once in your life, show Don you appreciate his loyalty.
You know, Mary, you're right. I'm going to get Don this wallet. He deserves it. Mister, I'll take that $40 wallet.
Yes, sir.
Does that include the engraving?
Oh, yes. What would you like to put on it?
The price. Now, wait a minute. I want to enclose one of these cards. Let's see, what'll I write? To Don. A very Merry Christmas from Jack Benny. Here it is, mister. Make a nice gift package and see that Mr. Wilson gets it before Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Mary. I want to go to the sporting goods department and get something for Phil. Now, here we are.
Gee, they sure have a nice assortment of guns and hunting equipment, Jack.
Yeah, I think I should be able to get something for Phil here. They seem to have almost...
May I help you, sir?
Yes, clerk. I'd like to get something for a friend who is quite a sportsman.
Well, we've got all kinds of camping equipment. Does he sleep outdoors much?
Yes, sometimes right in front of the house.
Jack.
Clerk, he has all the camping equipment he needs. His favorite sport, though, is hunting. See, he makes 2 or 3 trips a year to the high Sierras.
Oh, does he hunt bear?
Well, a few days ago, he... Uh-oh. Hey, mister, ask me that again, will you?
Does he hunt bear?
No, Petrillo makes him wear his union suit. What's the matter, clerk? Didn't you get it?
Yes, and if you'll lend me your handkerchief, I'll wipe it off.
Look, I didn't come here for any of your silly wisecracks. He thinks he's smart, doesn't he, Mary?
Don't talk to me. I'm pretending I'm not with you.
What?
And now, sir, supposing you look over some of these items while I take care of another customer.
Okay. Do you mind if I fool around with this gun?
Not at all. It's loaded.
Say, Mary, I wonder if Phil...
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Hello, Mr. Kitzel. Are you doing your Christmas shopping?
Yes, I'm buying a Christmas present for my wife. She's always complaining she hasn't got what to wear. Mm-hmm. So I think I'll get her something sporty in the line of clothes, you know.
Oh. Well, that sounds nice. Why don't you get your wife a pair of slacks?
You never saw my wife. She's not the type to wear slacks.
Why?
Well, she should be slack. She's lumpy.
Oh, your wife is a little chubby, eh?
A little chubby. From the back, she looks like Don Wilson from the front. And sideways, you wouldn't believe it.
I'll take your word for it. Huh?
Tell me, Mr. Benny, what are you getting your neighbor for Christmas?
My neighbor?
Yes, Ronald Goldman.
Oh, no, that's Ronald Coleman. I don't know what to get him, but I'll think of something.
Yes, I suppose. Well, I better finish my shopping. Lumpy is expecting me home for dinner.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Gitzel, and Merry Christmas.
The feeling is reciprocal.
Come on, Jack. Make up your mind. We still have other shopping to do, you know.
All right. You know, I think I'll take this fishing outfit. Oh, clerk.
Just a minute. I have other customers.
Oh, all right. I'll wait.
That'll be $8.76, madam. Have you decided on that, sir? Good. That'll be $12.75.
Gee.
Yes, ma'am. $16.50 out of 20.
Gosh. Ouch.
Finally got your nose caught in it, didn't you?
Never mind. Just give me that fishing rod. Now wrap it up and I'll call for it later. Come on, Mary. Gee, my nose hurts.
Well, it's your own fault. Now, let's finish our shopping.
Hey, wait a minute, Mary.
What's the matter?
I've been thinking about that card I put in Don's gift. You know, I think I should have written something clever. I'm going back to the wallet department.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dad.
Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir?
Remember me? I bought a $40 wallet here a few minutes ago, and I'd like to change the card.
But, mister, I've already got it wrapped with ribbon and tinsel and everything.
Well, I'm sorry, but you'll have to open it up. I want to change the card.
But, mister...
Now, please, I'm a customer here. Open it up.
Okay.
I know what I'll do. I'll write a poem.
Oh, fine. Henry Wadsworth Tightfellow.
Let's see. I've got one. To Don. This gift is from Jackie, and golly, oh shucks. I hope that you like it. It costs $40. There you are, mister. Wrap this up with a gift.
I'm wrapping it.
Come on, Mary. You know, Mary, I'm glad I'm giving Don that $40 wallet.
Yeah, it'd be kind of tough to get a rhyme for $1.98.
Yeah. Now, Mary, let's go up to the mezzanine and... Oh, hello, Phil.
Hiya, Jackson. Hello, Livy, you little fugitive from the doll counter.
Hello, Phil. My, you're certainly loaded down with packages.
Yeah, I've been shopping all day. Got presents for everybody. How about you two?
Well, I'm nearly finished with my shopping.
Your $5 is almost gone, huh?
Phil, for your information, I just spent $40 on Don Wilson.
What'd you do, take him to lunch?
No,
look out, Phil. One of your packages is slipping.
Yeah, there it goes. Oh, darn it. Now I'll have to get Remley another present.
Let's move away. I'm getting dizzy.
Phil, did you get gifts for the rest of your band?
Yeah, I bought every guy in my orchestra a pair of bedroom slippers.
Bedroom slippers for your musicians?
I thought if I could get them started with those, maybe we could get shoes on them later.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Anyway, I got all my boys taken care of. The only one I ain't got a gift for yet is Alice.
Maybe she'd like Taboo.
Could be. She thought he was great in Elephant Boy. Bill, that's Taboo. He's a picture star. I wouldn't know. I'm a radio man myself. Well, I'll be running along. I got to get Remley another bottle of toilet water.
Toilet water? Phil, that bottle that broke was toilet water?
Certainly. If it was the other, do you think I'd have stood here and let it soak into the rug? See you later, Jackson. Bye,
Bye, Phil.
Goodbye, Phil. Come on, Mary. You know, I'm going to be on Phil's show, but he doesn't know it, you know. Hey, let's go up to the mezzanine. They always have nice things up there.
Okay, here's the elevator.
Yeah. The mezzanine, please. Gee, that's funny, Mary. 4 guys running one elevator.
Second floor. Christmas toys for girls and boys, sweaters, shirts, and ties. Corset stays, men's toupees, toothpicks any size. You will like Lucky Strike. Buy them here because they're round and firm and fully packed, just like Santa Claus.
Fellas, you passed my floor. Look, I wanted to get off at the mezzanine.
3rd floor.
Here you'll find Venetian blinds, pool and billiard cues, movie reels, rubber heels, boots and button shoes, coaster bikes, Lucky Strikes. Try one and you'll see your best bet in cigarettes is
fellas, look, take me down, will you? I wanted the mezzanine.
Fourth floor.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Pots and pans, garbage cans, silverware and knives, buggy whips and pillow slips, chinaware and chives, cartons of smokes you love make a perfect gift. Lucky's are the best by far, so give your friends a lift.
Look at fellas, please. I wanted the mezzanine. Take me to the mezzanine.
Fifth floor. Tootsie Rolls, donut holes, button hooks and bows, violins that fit your chin, shovels, rakes, and hoes, railroad pipes, Lucky Strikes, get them on this floor. Once you smoke a Lucky Strike, we're sure that you'll want more.
Look, boys, I want to finish shopping. Now take me down to the mezzanine.
Going down.
Mezzanine, gasoline, alligator bags, coats and boats and billy goats and girdles if it sags.
Let us off, we've got things to do.
Merry Christmas to you all, and a Happy New Year
Look, Jack, we're back on the main floor.
Well, how do you like that? I asked him to... Say, it's just as well. You know, I've been thinking about that card for Don's wallet.
Jack.
I don't think it's an appropriate card for a $40 gift. I'm going back and change it.
Well, I haven't got nerve enough to face that clerk. I'm going to buy something for my sister, Babe.
Babe, what are you going to get her?
Well, she asked me to send her a telescope.
What does Babe want with a telescope?
She lives across the street from the YMCA.
Oh. Well, I'll meet you here later. I'm going to change that card. Oh, clerk. Clerk.
Yes, sir. What can I... Oh, it's you again.
Yes. I want to change the card in that gift.
Oh, no. No. First you buy the gift, then you write the card. Then I wrap the gift. Then you change the card.
But look,
then I unwrap the gift.
Mister.
And then you rewrite the card. And then I wrap the gift. And now you want to write another card.
Look, never mind that. Just unwrap the gift, will you?
I've already sent it down to the delivery department.
Well, look, you'll just have to go down there and get it.
All right, I'll go. I haven't run into anyone like you in 20 years. Oh, why did the governor have to give me that pardon?
Look, just bring me my package, will you?
All right, I'll get it. I'll get it.
What an eccentric character, you know? Something like it.
Stevie, maybe we can buy something for Mr. Benny here.
Okay, Joey, let's look around.
Something I can do for you boys?
Yes, we'd like to buy something for the treasurer of our club, the Beverly Hills Beavers.
A present for the treasurer of your club, eh? How old is he?
About the same age as you. 39.
Well, boys, it's none of my business, but how come you picked a 39-year-old man to be the treasurer of your beaver club?
Because he's such a good businessman. He puts all of our dues in the treasury, and then he lends it out at 10%.
Oh, I see. Who does he lend it to?
Us?
And now that it's Christmas, we were thinking of getting him a necktie.
Well, that's always a nice present. Why don't you buy him one that matches his favorite suit?
No, we like this one. It matches his eyes.
Oh, are his eyes blue?
Bluer than the waters of Lake Louise under a sultry summer sky.
My, where did you boys learn that?
Every beaver has to memorize it before I can borrow money.
Well, I'm sure he'll like this tie. It's $1.50. I'll wrap it up for you.
Thank you.
Here you are, mister. Now, let's not have any more trouble. Make the card out right this time, will you?
Yes, Jack, we've wasted enough time.
All right. How do you think this sounds, Mary? To Don. Your pear-shaped tones, many announcers ape, but no one can match your pear-shaped shape. Isn't that cute, huh?
Yes, Jack, it's a beautiful poem. Nick Kenny would be proud of it.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Mr. Benny. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Dennis.
Dennis, I didn't expect to run into you here.
Oh, I brought my mother's lunch. She's the Santa Claus.
Your mother is the Santa Claus with a white beard and everything?
Yeah, and she sure fooled my father. He climbed up in her lap and told her he wanted Hedy Lamarr for Christmas.
Oh, for heaven's sake, what did she do?
I don't know, but now my father goes around singing, all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
Oh, say, Dennis, listen. Come here a minute, will you?
Huh?
Dennis, you've been a nice kid. You've been with me so long. Here it is Christmas, and, well, here's a $50 bonus.
Oh, that's just a trick to get me to buy something for you.
It is not. I don't care if you don't get me anything.
Oh, yeah? Last year when I forgot to buy you a present, you picked me up and threw me in your Bendix.
What?
And then you charged me 40 cents for washing my shirt.
Look, kid, if you don't want... Oh, my goodness.
What's the matter, Jack?
Just a minute. Oh, clerk.
Now what?
Now what?
That card I wrote to Mr. Wilson, I left it right here on the counter, and I can't find it.
Oh, don't worry about it. I found it, and I put it in the package, wrapped it up, and sent it down to the delivery room.
Well, I forgot to sign the card.
Jack, let's go. You're creating a scene.
It's okay, lady. I'll get his package. The customer is always right. And this jerk is a customer.
See, Mary, you got to know how to handle these people, you see. Now, come on, let's shop around till he gets the package from the delivery room, will you? Say, Mary, what do you think I ought to get for my sister Florence?
Well, I don't know. Lingerie might be nice.
Say, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
There's the lingerie counter right over there.
Oh, yeah. Pardon me, but would you mind waiting on us?
Why not?
Your money's as good as anybody.
Well, could you show me something in silk lingerie?
Certainly. What's your size?
Look, they're not for me.
They're for his sister, size 34.
Okay. Here's a whole box of them.
Will you lay the lingerie out for us, please?
Well, just a minute till I put my gloves on.
Gloves?
Touching that stuff with my bare hands makes me a nervous wreck.
What?
Especially the black ones.
Look, mister, we haven't got all day. Show us something in size 34.
Okay. Here's a nice little garment. A genuine pure silk nightie.
Gee, that's awfully pretty. I think this would be very... wait a minute, mister. What are these little loops on the bottom of the nightgown?
The loops?
Yeah, the loops.
Yes, what are the loops for?
When you go to bed, you hook them over your toes so the nightgown won't creep up on you.
Well, that's swell, really. Wrap it up and send it to my sister, Mrs. Florence Spenchel. Here's the address.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look, Jack, there's Rochester doing his Christmas shopping, too.
Yeah, shh. I want to hear what he's getting.
Can I do anything for you?
Yes, I'm looking for a Christmas present for my boss.
Perhaps if you told me something about your employer, I'd be able to make some suggestions. How old is he?
That and what happened to the gas man are the two burning issues of Beverly Hills.
Well, you can't go wrong if you get him a nice scarf. We have some beautiful silk ones for $20.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Jack, he'll hear you.
No, I'm afraid $20 is more than I had in mind.
We also have some lovely ones for $15.
That's still too much.
$12.50?
Uh-uh.
Well, we have other gifts for about $10. $7.50? $6? $5?
When you get down to $1.25, wrap it up.
Well, that's not much of a gift. What does your boss usually give you for Christmas?
A brand new dollar bill and a lecture on the evils of wine, women, and song.
Oh. Well, look, if he's that kind of a man, why do you keep working for him?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. But he's good, thoughtful, kind, considerate, and he gives me his old toupees to cover my bicycle seat.
Oh. Well, here's a nice red scarf, which is really an excellent buy.
I'd rather take this one here. The color will match his eyes.
Are his eyes blue?
Bluer than the waters of Lake Louise under a sultry summer sky.
Oh, are you a beaver?
No, but I work like one.
Jack, what did he mean by that?
I don't know, Mary. Some little joke, I guess. Now, come on, let's go and see. Oh, Mary. I just thought of something.
Not again.
Come on with me. It'll only take a minute.
Oh, clerk. Here's the package. I got it up from the delivery room. I'll go on and sign the card.
No. That's not important now. I want to change the wallet.
What?
Instead of the $40 one, I'll take the one that costs $1.98. Gee, he was such a young fellow, too. Well, I'll take the $1.98 wallet and put the money in his hand. Come on, Mary, let's go. Now, I wonder if we have to... Oh, look who's here. Hey, Don! Don!
Oh, hi, Jack. Hello, Mary. Gee, what trouble I'm having in this store. Wish I didn't have such a big stomach.
Why?
Well, it seems there's a piano missing, and they searched me 3 times.
Oh.
Don, have you bought your wife's present yet?
Oh, yes, I did that yesterday, but today I bought a gift for our gardener.
Your gardener? Well, what'd you buy him?
A $40 wallet.
A $40 wallet? For your gardener?
Jack, the only other ones they had were $1.98, and I wouldn't give that to a dog.
Well, you can start barking, brother, and Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Don. See you later. Come on, Mary, let's go home. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as is our custom every Christmas, this time Dennis Day will sing Ave Maria.
Plena
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my sponsors and my entire staff, I want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas. Good night.
This is NBC, the national broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, a long time ago it was written that man shall not live by bread alone. In this often quoted line from the Bible, bread is merely a symbol of all material values. And although we in America have the greatest material advantages in the world, they are not enough to bring us complete happiness. We must find that happiness in our spiritual as well as our material lives, in faith as well as bread. In America, one of our most precious heritages is the right to worship as we please, to know the spiritual pleasures of our churches and synagogues. The doors of your places of worship stand open to you, and your religious leaders will welcome you to their services. They also offer you personal and family guidance and the opportunity to become a firm part of your community. Through our churches and synagogues, that community and the families within it can find stability. And as an individual, you can find the peace that only religion can bring. Thus, the religious organizations of America invite you to find yourself through faith and come to church this week. Good night.
This is Chesterton Radio, your home for podcasts of works by G.K. Chesterton, plus drama, comedy, mystery, science fiction, big bands, and much more. The soundtrack to your Chesterton day at chestertonradio.com.
Don't turn that dial. This is the right station if you wish to hear about Jonathan Thomas and his Christmas on the Moon. If there should be some folks about who scoff and laugh and seem to doubt this story of Jonathan Thomas, of how he went upstairs one night and went to sleep with his eyes closed tight until a light from the moon came into his room and two little people named Ezra and Jeeple slid down and started to frown at Guz, that's his teddy bear, why don't you care if they laugh and sneer? 'Cause it happened, and that's a promise. It happened as true as things happen to you. And this truly happened to Jonathan Thomas. Guz growled at those elves till they were beside themselves and chased them up to the moon. And Jonathan Thomas, he chased after Guz, and he shouted to Guz to come back because he was afraid he might get lost. And pretty soon he reached the moon. He knew because it was covered with frost. But Jonathan Thomas didn't mind the cold, for he was 6 and very brave and bold. But he did get scared at a man with a beard, with the funniest face he'd seen any place. And he wished he could find Guz pretty soon, but he couldn't. So he asked the man in the moon. But then in a hurry, with a terrible flurry, there was the awfulest noise, which would scare most boys, but didn't scare him, because he got as mad as he ever had when the Squibubbles kidnapped Santa Claus. Then, what do you think? As quick as a wink, some policemen came and put the blame on Jonathan Thomas, and he went to a court of the very worst sort. It was the court of old King Cole, who said, "Aha, now you must go, for you have broken the laws. You're a wicked spy, and you'll have to die unless you bring back Santa Claus." So Jonathan Thomas, he gave his promise, and he left the court in a terrible gloom, for he didn't know where he ought to go. And then he met the man in the moon, who said that, of course, he'd get his horse, that is, if he didn't mind. for it isn't much fun when there's only one who's got Santa Claus to find. So Jonathan Thomas, he said, "Why, yes, and what happened next you won't have to guess. For quicker than you can count up to 10, here's where the story begins again."
Squim-dum-dee, squim-dum-do, there are some things that I must know. Be it happy or be it sad, be it good or be it bad. So speak, O magic mirror, great and wise.
Ask me no questions, and I'll tell you no lies.
Alas, you wicked-looking glass, unless your sass very quickly ceases, I'll break you into a million pieces. So speak the truth, and tell to me what strangers doth appear to thee.
Oh, evil witch of Rumpelstitch, this is what I see. Beyond the road where lives the toad, there is not one, but 1, 2, 3.
Forsooth, you speak the truth, O magic mirror great, and I would know as to where they go. So tell it to me straight.
They approach the river, and much I quiver to see them shiver so. For the icy stream doth plan and scheme to hold them in its course. The man in the moon, and Jonathan Thomas, and Gorgonzola, the horse.
They've come to rescue Santa Claus, but I shan't let them, because I'll call down my wrath and then laugh to see them suffer so. They'll be so afraid, they'll wish they'd stayed and never set out to go. Squim-dum-dee, squim-dum-do, and never set out to go.
Oh, we're off to the land of Squibobble. We'll run and we'll walk and we'll hobble. We'll never come back till we've taken a whack at the terrible land of Squibobble.
We must hurry because we must find Santa Claus, or there'll be no Christmas this year. And things will be sad and most horribly bad, and people will cry. Oh, dear.
So we're off to the land of Squibobble. We'll run and we'll walk and we'll hobble. We'll never come back till we've taken a whack at the terrible land of Squibobble. We're off to the land of Squibobble. We'll run and we'll walk and we'll hobble. We'll never come back till we've taken a whack at the terrible land of Squibobble.
Yeah. My gracious and Jiminy Crickets. Yeah. What a beautiful song that is.
I think it's the best song I ever heard.
Oh, it's stupendous. It's colossal. It's gigantic mammoth. And it nearly drives me frantic. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
How much farther do we have to go, Mr. Man in the Moon, if you please, sir?
Oh, just about as far as from here to there.
But if you please, sir, how long is that?
About as long as a piece of string without any knots in it. Yeah. And we must be careful now, because we're in the canyon of the Three Dwarfs. Oh, it's Moida. That's what it is, not but plain Moida.
Oh, look, Mr. Man in the Moon. There's somebody standing over there.
Oh, my gracious, to goodness to Agnes me. It's the Three Dwarfs, I think. Ask them who they are, Jonathan Thomas.
Yes, sir. Who are you, if you please?
I'm Sneasel. I'm Weasel. I'm Beelzebub.
Who are you? I am the Man in the Moon.
And I'm Jonathan Thomas.
And I'm Gorgonzola the horse.
And we're going to the land of the Squibobble to rescue Santa Claus. He's been kidnapped.
Yes, and we'd be ever so grateful if you'd let us go through your canyon.
You'll have to pay to go this way. And if you don't, you'll have to stay.
Well, of course we'll pay. How much do you want?
Each will have to pay a song. And if the song is much too long, or if you've learned it wrong, you can't go through. Not one of you. That's what you'll have to do.
Oh, but I don't know any songs. Well, A very good one.
Then you'd better make one up, lower down, or we'll never get through the canyon.
You'd better hurry.
Oh, don't you worry.
We'll leave in a scurry and never let you or you go through our canyon.
Well, very well, then. I'll sing mine first, yeah? Oh, I'm the man in the moon who's singing this dreadful tune. It's up to you when I get through, which I hope will be very soon. Yeah. Now it's your turn, Jonathan Thomas.
Oh, but I only know one song.
Then sing it and ring it and swing it.
Yes, sir, if you please. A wee little fork and a knife and a spoon set out for adventure one day. The fork and the spoon to the wee little mouth of a wee little boy found their way. But the wee little knife by the side of the plate thought he had wasted his life. For somebody's mother had firmly announced that a boy mustn't eat with his knife. But the wee little boy smiled down and said, I'll use you to butter my bread. And you can't do that with a fork or a spoon. God bless you, the little knife said.
Oh, it's stupendous. It's colossal. It's gigantic.
That's a wonderful song, but a trifle too long. But there wasn't a word that was wrong. You pleased us so that you may go. We cannot tell you no. And we'll give to you this magic shoe, so the evil witch can't trouble you. And this magic hat, which goes with that, will make them wonder where you're at. Whenever you say Cat.
Oh, thank you very much. But you shouldn't say, wonder where you're at. You should say, wonder where I am.
I'm doesn't rhyme with hat. And that's that, you bat.
Hey, gracious to goodness. Run for your lives. There comes the witch.
Oh, Mr. Man.
Oh, it's terrifying. That's what it is. Nothing but terrifying. Yeah, come on, quick, Jonathan Thomas. Put on your hat and say scat, or the witch will have you, and that will be that. Come on, hurry. Let's
go. Oh, do you suppose Jonathan Thomas said scat quickly enough? Or do you suppose the evil witch got him? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Oh, but I hope not. Don't you?
There are people in most countries who would like to live in the Republic of the United States or the Dominion of Canada where that good Olga coal is sold. The citizens of our free countries are the envy of many people elsewhere because of the personal freedom which we have enjoyed. Why, then, doesn't every country adopt a form of free government? One answer is that, unfortunately, there are people and parties in many nations who are so greedy for power that they will sacrifice the freedom of their fellow countrymen to obtain power for themselves. History, even recent history, is replete with such instances. That is why the citizens of the Republic of the United States and the Dominion of Canada must be careful to recognize at its very beginning any movement to steal or limit their freedom. That is not always easy. The man who would enslave a free people doesn't begin by saying, now I'm going to be your dictator. Instead, he probably will claim that he is a devoted supporter of personal freedom, but all the while he will support policies that weaken and undermine personal freedom. Such a man will deny any totalitarian aims, but free citizens must not be deceived by such denials. Apparently, it is a cardinal principle of every sincere totalitarian that he is justified in lying if such lies will advance his plans. In these times, no public figure and no party or organization supporting such a person can be accepted without careful consideration. Every public figure and organization must be carefully scrutinized, and if their real aims are to limit or to destroy our freedom as individuals, they must be opposed and defeated.
This is Chesterton Radio, the true, good, and beautiful at chestertonradio.com.